So I've had another rough night's sleep and I don't know what to do here. I'm in a rough situation and it does kind of relate to a topic I wanted to talk about. It's frustrating as hell because originally moving out seemed like a good idea on the basis that I'm not going to get my own privacy, but also get to be a bit more independent. The only problem is, along with diagnosis I've got and still need, technically speaking, I've ended up struggling a lot more than I thought I would. And this is simply due to the fact of being away from home. And I've always sort of known ever since I moved actually that were there a better house, I could move back with the same people. And I'm not talking about the one with the abusive housemate, I'm talking family, who I used to live with before moving out into that situation. I still have good relationships with them, but as time has proven, it's not been very good for me living out here because my stress has been through the roof. I've had a high blood pressure, which is like the first time I've ever had that, and I wasn't really having that before, like even when I was really stressed. And this ties into really a wider topic even about trust, because I'm technically overlooked by an organisation, let's say, who provides support. I'm due to be given help whenever I need it, and well, for the first few months when I moved out, it was fine. I couldn't really floor it, and things were being done relatively quick. Only problem is, it seemed to have stopped, and there was no reason given. There was more staff, but nobody was helping. And so, these things I needed help with ended up being ignored a lot of the time. It took like weeks to months to even address. Which is just absolutely fucking crazy, because that shouldn't even be a problem. But suddenly it is a problem because literally nobody's doing anything about it. Just to use one example of my last house, there was a problem with the doorbell, for example, and actually this was something that happened after I moved in anyway. Because we were relying on the old doorbell system rather than a camera one, we ended up missing a lot of deliveries. And I complained about it for weeks, and then we finally got in and it's like, okay, well, this didn't seem hard to set up, let alone do. So why did it take so long? And that's just one of the reasons why I started to lose trust in this place. There are other things as well, there's like the lack of care taken with how they choose clients and how the other people treat me and respect my space, which they don't. I'm as quiet as they come, but them, like the fucking loudest people ever. I don't even know how you find these people, because I've never known people like it. So it's baffling. And the problem's starting to pile up as well. I was looking to get net curtains for the window to stop bugs getting in. I was looking to soundproof the wall because I could hear my housemate and annoy one. And eventually that all led to the housemate turning on me, and the bad one anyway. Although the other one's kind of bad in his own way, but this one particularly bad. Turned on me and started bullying me, giving me death threats, threatening to kill my family. It was just horrible. I didn't like him one bit after that. He was always a bit suspicious, and again that made me lose trust. Because how could I trust someone like that? Someone who seemed like a decent enough person at the start, but then suddenly he's like, oh, no, I don't like you anymore. You're quiet and weird. Like, thanks. That's how I've always been. That's my first time living here. Being away from family for that matter. Thanks. And yeah, it's horrific, and so that ended up with me moving out again to get away from him. With him only being evicted last month, actually, well, with 2 months' notice. Heck, fuck. But I just don't know why that wasn't done sooner. Like, that's the thing that gets me about this. The warning signs were there. People were saying he was a problem. Everyone was saying he was a problem. And it took just about a year to even do this. Like, what? And one of my biggest mistakes actually is moving under the same umbrella as this organisation, because it turns out that there is a consistent issue, unfortunately, and I don't know if it's because of mental health or what, but everything that these people touch seems to crumble because they skimp out on shit. They don't properly do things. Like, even in this house, I noticed so many problems. The bath upstairs is too small, the taps are so noisy because they're like high up and they're arching as well. And also the taps cause like splashing, which can almost reach a socket. So that shows you the safety, and this was also a house that had children in, just for a record. So there are obvious problems, and massive ones at that. And I've even discovered in my own situation here now, the door I've got is too thin because it took months to get a door on. It's too thin and it's allowing noise to get through. I don't know why there is noise getting through, because we've tried corking it, I've tried soundproofing it my own way. Putting like a seal around the edges, so there's like I don't know, like a seal gap, I don't know what you call it. Just to stop the sound. And it barely works. Well, I don't even have the words to describe it, how fucking annoyed I am at that situation. And it's been like this for months. Almost a year now, actually, now I look at it. And it's taken even longer to get painted. Which is not painted yet, by the way. So again, I'm losing trust in these things. I can't be independent about actually being taught how to do these things, so I would do a lot of these things myself. The problem is I'm not that confident. I don't know what I'll do if it goes wrong. Then I just sort of panic, and then I just go into shutdown for like a few weeks. That's literally how autism works. And so again, I'm losing trust because people are letting me down. There's absolutely nothing being done to help. You know, my cries for help don't even do anything. So like, what the fuck do I do? And as I said, like, my blood pressure keeps increasing because I'm so stressed out that I'm gonna have a fucking stroke. I already feel the chest pains and stomach aches coming on, even headaches. Like, I'm having migraines, which I've never had in my life. And migraines actually feel really bad. They feel like I'm dying, basically. And that's how bad the situation has got. And in some ways it's worse than the last, but it's better in so many other ways as well. Just really the only positive thing. It can be quiet, but again, the door lets out so much sound. And the roof as well is not a proper roof, so it's actually something that's been built and apparently it's gone under regulations, but I don't think it has. I've never known a roof sound this noisy before. I can hear fucking cars right now. Hear them turning up the road. Like, that's how badly designed this place is. I don't know what's causing it. It's not my problem. I won't build something as dumb as this, to be honest. I've actually put the time and effort into making it as soundproof as possible. Because this is a room, it's like, it needs to be soundproof. You know, I don't want to hear the fucking outside world if I don't want to hear it. Like, that's pretty obvious. And that was the case in my last place. You know, I could just shut the windows and close the doors, and other than housemate in the kitchen that's beneath me, I couldn't hear a thing. It's mostly quiet. Although there was a humming noise, I don't know where that humming noise comes from because I hear it here as well. And it's not related to my own well-being. It's actually out there. It's so frustrating. And these issues are seemingly easy to fix as well. That's what I don't get about this. Like the sound, you have to put proper seals on things, like on the windows and doors. You have to get a thicker door as well. Make sure it's solid and not passing through any sort of sound. Like basically one way to test that is to speak through it before you even put it on and you test it. Or you just test the knock. Like, it's such a noisiest thing. That's because the noise will travel farther because it's so sharp. And that's how noise works. Yeah, bass noise will reflect off quite easily, but percussive is like that hits through quite well. So I don't know anymore. I've also had a situation here where one of the old housemates has come back because of the bad housemate. I wasn't even asked permission for this, by the way. Like, he just arrived randomly. Nobody said anything. I was getting worried because I heard his voice. I saw him on the doorbell camera. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this guy knows the abusive housemate I was with. Why are you risking that? Because I got away from him just so that he couldn't provoke me and fucking touch me. Now I have to worry about that. Turns out not really, because he was getting out there for that reason too. But it gets worse as well. Because the same problems that he had, this one living here now, is pretty much carried along. And these issues range from like randomly ranting and not being careful about noises around the place. Like even now I hear fucking someone using a teaspoon and opening a cupboard and closing it. What the fuck? It's just so bad. It's not even like a subtle sound. It's a thing. It sounds like it's right in front of me. It's just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, he does that still. It still wakes me up in the middle of the fucking night, like 3:30 in the morning it was last night, to make tea. Are you fucking joking me? What is this organisation doing? They're not putting anything in place to stop that. They're not putting anything in place to soundproof this place, so I don't hear it. And I could just be left in peace and sleep. Shut the fuck up! It's just... yeah, you can tell it's getting on my fucking nerves. Just really struggling. Like, you don't even need to make that amount of noise. I don't even make that noise, and I'm wearing headphones in there. I'm quite aware of it. It's just... like, why is this even fucking happening? And yeah. Also there's like problems with like using the bathroom and stuff because yeah, like 3 people, 1 bathroom, that's gonna be a disaster. Especially if someone has any gastrointestinal issues, which I do. Luckily I have my own, but using like the shower or bathtub, it does end up causing problems because we're trying to contend for that. Because I need longer because I'm overweight and have a harder time to relax. It's not easy to just make it quick. I can't even do a shower because it's so uncomfortable, so just sensory wise not good. Yeah, it's so fucking tiring. It's obviously into like the broader issue of trust anyway. So other than this place and just losing trust in general, I might have to move again. There's also the problem of just in general, like, around the world. Like, what does trust do to someone? Because it reminds me of a political thing I saw recently. Bernie Sanders went to West Virginia. I brought this up before. And it was a Trump-food state, essentially. And what ended up happening was everything they wanted, that Trump promised, ended up being ignored. They trusted him to do that, and he didn't do it. He didn't bring back workers' rights, he didn't bring back the cooperation. Like, that's the problem here. And also the warning signs are quite obvious now, and now I know, obviously I now know what to look out for. It's just, I don't even know the words to describe it, it's just terrible. Like, how the fuck can this even happen? And my situation's bad, but this is kind of worse as well. There are worse situations out there, but even then, I can't really be productive or even helpful if I'm struggling like this. And you know, there's a possible case of even getting police involved, because the problem here is that there's so much negligence. There's just so much ignoring of basic needs. Like, I need to plan a day ahead, so if things don't crash, I take my baths after lunch because I get weird smells from ulcerative colitis. Sorry for the detail. So I need to do that so I could be fresh, because it makes no sense to do it in the morning where I'd be still smelling. But even then, I don't like mornings anyway. They've always been a struggle for me. And afternoons are more active and paying more attention. So it's easier to do things then. Yeah, like, I need to know ahead of time who's coming in, who can help me with things, and also they've ignored doctor's appointments before. I remember that. And they've even forgotten, which is weird. It's just mishandled so badly. It's not helping my situation either with physical health, like, no doubt. It's too much at this point. I don't really know what else to say here. I'm just in another bad situation. Doesn't seem to be any escape either, just a harder thing. So I think in the end I'm just gonna go fucking crazy. That's my only solution. Where I'm heading anyway, I might as well speed it up.